all of these top players, the best players in the league, had a motivation level that seemed to be higher than most other guys in the league. They were motivated to a point where they wanted to be the best. And nothing was going to get in their way of being the best. And I've been around basketball for a long time, and the guy who I think is the best player ever, and I know I'm going to get some, well, maybe not, but I thought Michael Jordan was the best player that I've ever seen. And I've seen LeBron, I've broadcasted LeBron's games and Kobe's games and Magic. I've broadcasted all of those, and I played against Magic and Larry Bird and all of these great players. But the guy who I think was the best was Michael Jordan. I mean, I saw some of the games. I broadcasted some games, whether it was against the Magic, when I was with Turner Sports, TNT Sports, NBA playoff games, where he was just amazing. So I asked Michael one day, I said, Michael, what makes you who you are? I was interviewing. And he said, well, there's a lot of things. Number one, I'm not afraid to fail. He said, because if you're afraid to fail, you're not going to try new stuff. And if you don't try new stuff, you can't be the best. You're going to be doing what everybody else does. But he says, I want to be the best I can be every day. So I'm motivated by a will to be the best. Their attitudes were unmatched. I tell kids that I coach, when I talk to them about their attitude, I tell them, you're having a bad day. You get up on the wrong side of the bed, who knows what the reasons are, but you're having a bad day. I said, the only person that needs to know you're having a bad day is you. I don't want to put up with the stuff you have to deal with because I got my own issues. And you all know people that you work with. Every day it seems like they got another issue, something else is up. You know, the car didn't start, the tire was flat, my husband or my wife is this or that. I mean, you want to be there and listen, but my goodness, you think every day the attitude is down. You have to find a way to be positive. And you have to find a way to help your kids be good, your students to be positive. They're dealing with all kinds of stuff. And they don't know how to handle it. We have the experience of age and having dealt with certain things. But I encourage my kids that I coach at home, I encourage them to try to be positive every day. Have a positive attitude, because if you don't, you can't learn, you can't achieve, you can't teach. You can't help people around you be better if your attitude is bad. So I talked to them about being motivated to be the best you can be every day. And then have a positive attitude. Be positive, encourage people around you. And then the next thing I said, goals. You got to set your goals high. When I played at the University of Kentucky, our goal every year was to win the SEC and then to win the NCAA tournament.